Baylor starts off with the service error. Baylor 6-2 on the year, coming off a sweep of UCF in their Big 12 opener. And for Texas, as we mentioned, coming off the sweep of number 9 TCU. Bibimbe denied by the Texas block. Manuela Bibimbe, the senior from Cameroon. Third time's a charm. Yes, gets the point for Baylor.
A little surprised, but then they got 3 options in a row, but that's where her setter's showing her, I'm going to give you chance after chance till you get that ball down. I like the fact she switched up her shots continuously.
There is Kasusha Rakhmanchik, freshman who was a star volleyball player in Belarus growing up. With the service error, Texas by 1.
That's just nerves. Those 2 missed serves by Baylor. Coming into Gregory Gym, it's packed, it's sold out. You have to serve aggressively. You got 2 out, then the third has to be hard.
We saw that from TCU, a little bit of nerves early on, a number of service errors in that first set. This is the 47th consecutive sellout at Gregory Gym. That one misses the mark.
Now Ellis, that just means Baylor has to have their eyes on when to bite at the block.
And swooping in right into the Texas block was Bailey Warren, the freshman out of Houston. Bibimbe, no! You talked about Taylor Harvey moments ago. She was part of that block.
You love seeing that dance that Tori Stafford gives Harvey after that. That's what you do. Give encouragement to your freshmen. Not tell them just what to do, but get excited for them after they do it correctly. Harvey making her 4th straight start. 9 blocks in her young career. Hammered into the block by Stafford. Baylor with the point. Share immediately, as we have seen there by their results early on this season. Great dig.
Tapped over by Bailey Warren. A little miscommunication and point for the Bears.
Bears having a nice response to their first couple of errors. You saw a big block against Stafford. They're recycling their own hits when going into the block. Starting to settle in here in Austin.
Baylor only with 2 losses on the year. Both of them were 5-set losses to a couple of ranked teams. Kari Spears had that one sent right back in her face.
Kari Spears is hard to time because she uses so much room in her approach. Baylor did a good job at staying patient, waiting, then pressing at the perfect time.
Bears lost to SMU and Florida, both on the road in 5. Tied up here early with Texas, untied by Taylor Harvey.
Connections with setters and middles are usually last to come because when you get a set that's low, it has to be perfect. That set from Swindle was right into Harvey's hands.
Harvey hitting .423 heading into tonight here during her freshman season. Service error by Stafford, who had a ton of aces the other night, 3 to be exact. Baylor hanging with Texas early on, as we mentioned. 0-50 all-time here in Austin. This is the 99th all-time meeting between these two former Big 12 schools. Baylor still in the conference. Texas with a 94-4 advantage, and they go back to Harvey.
Today, Ryan McGuire told us you have to serve 85% strength and more against Texas because when they get a first great option pass, they can run through the middle and it's all downhill after that.
McGuire's guided his program to 9 straight trips to the NCAA tournament. Done a great job in Waco. Kujundjic. Swindle. Here is Abby Vanderwall, the freshman. Madison there. Hammered off the block, kept alive. Nia Bunton in there for Texas. She had missed the last few matches. And that one is in the point for Bailey Warren, who's coming off her first career double-double. And how about this start here in Austin?
Look at that dig from Kari Spears. This is a right side meant to get kills, not digs. The fact she is on the ground doing all effort, that's how you stay a 6 rotation player.
Well, Baylor was saying there was a touch. There was no challenge off that. So the point to Texas and nearly an ace. A little disagreement there from the Baylor team. Oh my goodness. That is scary. Kari Spears.
Oluvatu did everything she could do. She read the ball correctly, was in her base, a strong platform, but Kari Spears is just that powerful, especially on the right side.
Spears at a season-high 526 Wednesday against TCU.
Bears doing a much better job at holding the runs down for Texas against TCU. Ramsey Gary for Texas went on a 6-0-1 service streak to open up the match, and Baylor doing a lot better job with the runs.
A very competitive opening set between these two programs. Texas back to Spears. That one deflected high into the stands. Her power is simply undeniable.
Kari Spears is going to get hers, but look at that block from Baylor. That is not how you help out your back row. You have to make sure there are 4 strong hands against her, because 2 is not going to cut it.
Coming off 6 consecutive matches with double-digit kills. And how about an ace to boot?
With Spears in the back row, when she's serving, she is also a new threat at the D-ball. She's one of those players you could argue has an even better approach from behind the 10-foot line.
Texas on a 5-1 run. On the attack, answering is Rockmanchik, the freshman.
Rockmanchik has one of the best arm swings for Baylor. I loved watching her at serve and pass. You have to just slow it down because she goes so fast. If you blink, you're going to miss it.
And busy in her first year with the Bears, second on the team in swings. Victoria Davis with the serve. Vanderwall tools the block.
So all 3 freshmen have now scored. We told you, keep your eye on those 3. Abby Vanderwall now out, but we have Ramsey Gary, and he went on the 6-0 service run against TCU.
The junior transfer from Indiana. Swindle. Here comes Kari Spears, getting it done yet again.
You see Essex go to Rockmanchik and say, that's my bad, I didn't close that.
They're returning nearly 70% of their blocks from a season ago when they were extremely impressive. But Texas earning the point there. Nia Bunton, the former top 10 recruit, who's finally getting a chance to shine as a redshirt sophomore. Dealt with injuries earlier in her career. Already this year has set a career high for sets played and blocks. Tapped over, how about Emma Halter? Stafford one-handed by Harley Crack. Bibimbe with the point.
Great shot by Bibembe. Kari Spears read that wrong, ran up, that let the right back, the right corner wide open. Gary not able to run through it.
The senior came up with one of the best matches of her life on Sunday. Career high 18 kills at 429, and that narrow loss to Florida. Here is NJ McCurdy, a sophomore transfer at Texas State. Swooping in is Kari Spears.
It's all about Kari Spears' approach. Look how much room she takes up, and look where she lands. Left of your screen, 23. Look how she lands at the front. She's coming from behind the taking up with so much power.
You start running out of adjectives to describe how dominant she's been. Again, only in the first month of her college career. That one misses from Brielle Warren, sister of Baylor.
And so just like that, Texas really starting to spread out that run, really show Baylor you're in a pretty big deficit now.
Ella Swindle, a junior out of Columbia, Missouri. Bibimbe off Swindle, took an awkward bounce, and Baylor ends up with the point.
I like that Bibimbe wasn't trying to be fancy. She was out of system, footwork was not there. I'm going to take a little bit off this, make a hybrid roll, and go right for Texas' setter. Get Ella Swindle out of the play.
They're trying to keep Baylor in this set with Morgan Madison, freshman out of Magnolia, Texas, serving. Catches the tape. Tori Stafford. 16-10 Longhorns.
Quick adjustment by Stafford. She got blocked a few times in this rotation against Baylor, changed it up. Wanted to go with the hands again, but just changed up how she swung, making that ball pop outside.
Tori Stafford coming off double-double number 5 on the year against TCU. Ibimbe took something off of it. Halter was ready. Swindle pushes it over to Vanderwall. Stafford was there. She's putting up a career high for digs per set so far this year. Spears again! Up for Texas before they begin SEC play. What a start to non-conference play. What they call the preseason has been. The Longhorns have beaten 6 ranked teams. Stafford, quick do-over. You get a mulligan there. Texas has beaten 6 ranked teams, most in all of D1. 50-0 all-time here in Austin against Baylor. 7-point lead out of the break. Make it 6. Bears come back with the point.
That line shot by Warren, it does not get better than that. And the ball was a little bit behind her, but she was really patient and purposeful with that placement.
Brielle Warren, redshirt junior, daughter of former NFL Pro Bowler Ty Warren, Super Bowl champ. 17-11 here in the opening set. Tehanu Ulufatu, the junior, serving. Swindle reaches for it to save it. In the middle, Stafford was there. Halter saved, pushed over by Vanderwall. And the point will go to Baylor.
So that's a double over the net. Newer rule in volleyball, which is very controversial. You can double if it stays on your side. The issue is if you cross the plane of the net and double, it's your opponent's point.
Bears within 5. Ulufatu 10 aces on the year. This is a Baylor team that had 11 aces in their last match against UCF, and that was just a 3-setter. Jared Elliott ready to go. It's too early in the season for coach to look so stressed.
You can't get enough of it, though. Told us the other day.
Harvey in the middle.
I can't walk away ever.
That one deflects off of Stafford. Victoria Davis, preseason all Big 12 middle with the kill.
Kill from Davis and still scoring on a 2. Triple block against Texas. The Longhorns had all the time in the world to block that ball with how high it was set, and she still got through the hands.
Bears going on a run with Ulufatu serving. Vanderwall. Here comes Kari.
There you go. That's a great dig.
Back to Spears. No answer that time.
Ryan McGuire, Baylor's head coach, told us we cannot extend the rally. This was a great dig against Spears, but the problem was it went right back over, giving her a second chance. She usually only needs 1, but 2, she's going to put it down.
Not a bad start. 6 kills, hitting .625. Anya Kujundjic, junior transfer out of VCU, serving more than 60 aces in her career. Backs up Ulufatu. And charging in, answering was Brielle Warren.
I didn't even see a touch on that block. That's how fast Warren does her arm swing, and she's picking on the line right now. Keep going for that spot until Texas can block you or get a dig.
Warren stepping up for a Baylor team that is playing short-handed without Bree Denny. Starting center, Kendall Murphy, has been out so far this season as well, outside hitter. Here is Brielle's sister, Bailey Warren, coming off a huge match against Houston, but this is there. Opening set, Longhorns hitting .304, Baylor 120.
I was saying if you're Warren and you miss that serve, you want that ball to come right to you. If I get a 3-option pass, I'm making up for that missed serve.
Here's Benny serving. Sophomore out of Lanikai, Hawaii. Doesn't make it over. Lorella Binney, 3 aces on the year. Texas team that was really strong from the service line Wednesday night. Here's Victoria Davis. All conference pick. Binney. Vanderwall. Rockmanchik would like that one back.
Rockmanchik being aggressive, but you can see why a libero is always needed. You have to have that ball hog, calling your outside off. I'm going to get this dig. Therefore, the seams are just much easier to know who has it.
Abby Vanderwall getting a break. Ramsey Gary back at the service line. Two-time all Big Ten libero. A fierce competitor for this Longhorn squad. Nearly got the ace free ball for Texas. Halter, Binney. Here comes Stafford. A couple of Baylor players colliding. Rockmanchik with a quick strike.
Perfect in-system play from Baylor, and the block is not there to always get stuffs. It's there to slow that ball down. Watch right here. That touch on the block from Stafford pops it high in the air, making that second touch so easy.
Baylor not going away in this first set, just as Texas was trying to pull away, and as we say that, the service error by Kreck.
Texas already in the red zone. TCU, one of the best teams in the nation, did not even get to the red zone, that 20-point mark against Texas here this week.
Here's the senior, Emma Halter. Kreck. Bibimbe.
Texas does not have an answer for the line right now. This is working out great for Baylor. I would say keep shooting that ball down the line, whether it's a hard hit or a hybrid push. Texas has to either take it away on the block, or their right back has to commit more with their foot on the line.
You can see the Bears have some confidence right now. McCurdy with the serve. Here's Taylor Harvey, 22-17.
If you're going to serve Stafford, serve her hard. This is a three-option pass, allowing them to run that fast tempo offense, leading to Harvey. I get you want to get inside Stafford's head, take her out of system with those serves, and she is a great passer.
And the talk in the first few matches among the freshmen was Spears and Vanderwall, but how about Harvey? 4 straight starts now, 13 kills in her last 2 matches. We're only in set number 1. Swindle with an ace. Second ace of the night for the Longhorns. She had that magical freshman year when she had 30 aces. Taylor Harvey with the block, but eventually the Bears got the best of her, and they keep Texas from getting to set point.
Great coverage by McCurdy. She was patiently waiting and didn't expect that ball to be blocked, but her platform was right there.
Morgan Madison. Her Big 12 Rookie of the Week honors. Earlier in the season, Swindle, Harvey. Diving for it was Harley Kreck, the sophomore. Warren off the block. How about the effort by Gary? Here comes Spears. Back to Warren, and the Texas block was ready. Set point on the way. Crowd on their feet at the Greg. Tori Stafford at the service line. Warren. Emma Halter. Kari Spears. Just tap it off the block. Vanderwall. That touched hands, and Texas will take the opening set 25-18. Set number 2 underway. Rockmanchik on the attack. Great effort by Ramsey Gary. Tori Stafford. Oh, how about the diving play by Madison? And she's at it again. Spears. And Texas takes the opening point of set number 2.
Baylor doing everything they can defensively. Loved that up by Madison. It was not only just the effort there, but right on her target's head. But that's the point. You have to be able to cut the rally short playing Texas.
And then went right back at it again with another tremendous defensive play. from Stafford. Morgan Madison having herself a heck of a start to set number 2. Stafford, oh my gosh, it knocked down Tomczyk, and she continues to keep it going, and Baylor ends up with the point.
It's all defense from the Baylor Bears, starting with that dig from Rockmanchik, and she was using her body as a shield. That's all about why it's so important to get in the right spot. Read that hitter's arm swing, get in the lane, and she did it perfectly.
The freshman out of Minsk, Belarus, getting it done. Madison with the serve. Swindle. Spears that one off. Rockmanchik. Couldn't save it. Not for lack of effort.
You're going to overlook that one for Rockmanchik because that last play was so great. That's not an error you see often, just trying to get that ball over the net. I think she lost her footing at the last second.
Texas by 1. Halter with the ace. 92nd of her career.
It's so interesting how Halter faces almost a 90-degree angle from the opponent's court.
Certainly works for her. Baylor trying to answer. Towards Stafford off the block. Halter gave way to Gary. Stafford managed to go over the block. Texas up by 3.
Watch this serve from Emma Halter. She's literally facing the Texas bench. Usually you face your opponent, but she has her shoulders facing Jarrett Elliott and does a turn at the last second. It's one of the more unique float serves in the nation.
Confusion there. Free ball for Texas. In the middle, Harvey took something off of it. Caught Baylor off guard, and now the Longhorns rolling on a 4-0 run.
Doesn't matter how it looks as long as you get the point. Swindle making that easy decision to go right to her middle. Taylor Harvey getting that simple tip because she sees the block isn't closed.
Number 1 middle blocker recruit in the nation, Taylor Harvey. Rockmanchik has it sent back, and a little bit of a stare down too by Swindle.
When you're 6'3" and you are a 5'1" setter, rotation-wise, you are going to get those blocks. She has that height. Oh, and that stare down is something we didn't used to see from Swindle, but I like it.
So she's got that swagger going this year, and Emma Halter with ace number 2 on the night. Everything going Texas's way here in the second set.
And coaches tell you momentum's not by
the tournament. Took a brief hiatus, and now they are back. SEC action Wednesday night on the SEC Network and the all-new ESPN app. Play resumes. Texas on a big run with Halter serving. Rockmanchik sent over, and Baylor finally ends the run thanks to Victoria Davis.
Davis not giving up in the play. You could tell that she was wondering if that ball would come back immediately. It's all about making sure you stay and finish it.
Davis, preseason all Big 12 pick, leading the team in hitting percentage. Tehane Ulufatu, junior out of San Francisco, serving. Oh, the dump by Swindle. Somehow Madison was there. Rockmanchik with the point. Swindle usually gets that to go at least once a match. Baylor was ready. Tremendous night so far defensively from Morgan Madison, number 22 for Baylor. Meanwhile, Rockmanchik got the kill. Kari Spears. That absolutely froze Bailey Warren.
This footwork from Spears wasn't even anywhere near the 10-foot line. She's taking up way back before and still landing at the net. For Baylor, just be stop, platform out. They're doing everything they can.
Swindle serving. Fatu went to the floor for it. Kept alive by the junior. Rockmanchik has had a busy night. Late reaction, but they kept it going. Harvey in the middle, throws it down.
Baylor is one of the better coverage teams. We got to react fast because this allows Harvey all the time to jam right in the middle of the court.
Not a bad night so far, hitting .714. There's Warren coming in from the back row. Rockmanchik can't get it over. Kreck saves it. Swindle, Halter. Baylor flying all over the place defensively. There's Gary, Swindle. Tori Stafford off Madison. And unable to save it, but great effort by Bailey Warren, the freshman. Point, Texas.
A lot of great saves in this match. Baylor chasing that ball out, but not able to keep it in play. That's exactly why you cannot extend rallies. Head coach Ryan McGuire said we cannot make these plays go very long.
Texas just missed out on ace number 5 on the night. That ends a mini 3-0 run. Rockmanchik serving. Stafford! Heck of a dig by Ulufatu. Spears! Double-digit kills for the freshman.
Baylor is having great digs in this match. This is great volleyball. The problem for the Bears is they're just playing the Longhorns. They're that powerful of pin hitters.
Ryan McGuire said if we get into long rallies, that is a very bad sign. Too far from Davis.
The long rallies for Baylor are a bad sign because eventually Texas will put the ball down. You can only give Carly Spears, Tori Stafford, Abby Vanderwall, any of those hitters the option so many times before they're going to get the kill. So digs are great for Baylor, but they really mean nothing if you can't get that offense going.
We will have a challenge by Ryan McGuire.
Baylor is challenging. There was a block touch.
Baylor challenging that there was a block touch. The initial ruling was that it was not. First challenge of the night. Down 1-0, and Texas up by 8 in the second with Stafford serving. Dump attempt by Kreck. Vanderwall, and that one is out. Oh, in by a Bear. Texas hitting .362 on the night. The Bears 0-96. Longhorns continuing to go on these runs and make it a 4-0 run after the ace by Stafford.
Stafford acing Madison. You know you're confident when you are going for your opponent's libero and then getting the ace. Great serve.
Texas dominating this set. This is going Texas. This reminds me of the first set against TCU on Wednesday night when the Longhorns just absolutely dominated.
Started out a 6-0 run from Ramsey Gary for Texas, just draining.
Ranked victories, the most by any program in all of D1 right now. Play resumes with Stafford coming off back-to-back aces. Spears. Ulufatu was there with the dig. Abby Vanderwall off the block. Ulufatu backs up. That one from Warren misses wide. And the run continues. 6-0 Longhorns out to a 16-4 lead in the second.
You could see Rockmanchik looking frustrated, which I would too, because Baylor is having amazing ups right now, but they just can't put the ball down.
Just being overpowered right now in this set. Texas hitting .421. Baylor minus .050. That one over the head of Davis. Tough environment to play in, especially when Texas is playing this way in front of another sellout crowd. 7-0 run. Sent down by Vanderwall.
Every time you send the ball back to Texas, it has to be aggressive, but you see Abby Vanderwall being called over, which I think is a great call. She's very tall. It's hard not to do that sometimes. She's 6'3". it looked like she might have interfered with the play on Baylor's side. So it has to be protecting your side, not interfering with the opponent's side of the net. You see that happen here and there with those really tall players getting really aggressive, adrenaline. That was a good call.
And it ends the 6-0 Texas run. There's Taylor Crane in the match for the first time. That one goes off of Rock Monchik. Longhorns just so impressive.
Harvey's arm swing just looking like a wind-up. You like press go and she just unleashes like a machine. Her and Swindle are so connected right now. Taylor Harvey knows exactly where Ella is putting that ball.
Older sister Jordan plays at Stanford. Cousin Aaron Gordon, former NBA champ. Taylor looking like a heck of an athlete herself in her first season on the 40 acres. Off the Texas block. Nia Bunton in there now for the Longhorns. And a point by Brielle Warren.
3 kills by Warren. Haven't said her name too much, but again, spreading the wealth for Baylor. Try and go to who's hot. And we saw success in the first set with Baylor going down the line. I'm interested to see if they go back to that shot again.
Harley Kreck serving. Hammered home by Bibimbe.
Bibimbe says, what Kari Spears swing? I can get up just like that. You cannot overpass this right side. She's going to punish you. She has all the power in that reach.
Swindle sliding in to keep it going. And the Baylor block is there. Gabby Essex, the senior transfer from Florida.
Good timing by Essex. Trying to rally her team. There's a good chance it's going to be too late in the second set, but you take that momentum into the third.
Showing some fight here on a 3-0 run. Vanderwall. Madison reached for it, but the point goes to Texas. Vanderwall up to 5 kills. Spears leading all players with 10 kills, hitting 600. Bibimbe off of Stafford. Halter. That draws an applause from the fans here at the Greg. Swindle, that is twice. Madison has prevented the dunk from dropping in, but eventually Texas gets the point. They're in the red zone up to 20.
Nice read by Madison. Read Ella Swindle's hand perfectly, got that ball up, but the offense just not able to validate the effort. Madison on your screen right here has had some great ups all night.
Kari Spears, 1 ace tonight already. Crack. And the Bears make it 20-9.
I think that ball hit the net from what I saw.
Brief discussion, now Baylor ready to go. Warren with the serve. Kari Spears, and she gets up there. You can see the leverage there. The freshman gets 11 kills.
If you're Baylor, you have to just pray do not set Kari, because she is just too strong and she takes up so much real estate. Like Destiny Hooker back in the day had the biggest approach, then would just unleash at contact.
7th consecutive match with double-digit kills. Ramsey Gary. Rock Monchik. Gary falling over, makes the play. Tori Stafford. Texas with the point.
Baylor giving up pointless errors right now. That is just not gonna cut it. You're having great digs, some blocks here and there, but those little things, that you cannot accept that.
4 attack errors for the Bears. And somehow Baylor ends up with the point.
It's a lot of reaction and reflex when you're playing Texas. It might be a goofy way to score here and there, but as long as you are staying in the play and reading the hitters in front of you, good things can happen.
They'll take anything they can get right now, 22-10. Swindle. That one smashed down by Nia Bunton.
Nia Bunton, it looks like she pauses in the air. Look how high she gets up from this approach. Middle of your screen, 55, pause. She has such great hang time and coming down on the ball with so much power.
6'3" middle who started the first few matches for Texas. Baylor answers. Grace Carroll, 6'5" sophomore out of San Antonio.
Big swing for the lefty. That was Carroll's first kill of the night. The most is Babimbe with 6, but again, we talked about Baylor has that depth. Would be nice for them to see a hitter go more on a run, especially when you're a lefty on the right side.
Expected to see more from her. She did have a career high 14 kills this year against LSU. Stafford with the point.
Fifth kill of the night for Tori Stafford. The only player in double digits in the gym is Kari Spears with 11.
Set point Longhorns. That one gets past Gary. 24-12. Bailey Warren. Set point number 2 coming up for Texas with Rockmanchik serving for Baylor. They're still looking for their first ace of the night. And the Longhorns dominate set number 2, taking it 25-12.
Spears with 12 kills, Baylor with 18 as a team. These freshmen, we talked about coming in tonight, made up about 50% nearly of Texas's kills on the season. Tonight, almost at 80. Talk too much about Tori Stafford. Haven't had the 5 kills, couple of aces. It has been the freshman. Take it over tonight. Meanwhile, for Baylor, what did they have to do to answer and try and keep this night alive?
Mainly smoke and mirrors as your block. So even if your block doesn't get actual stuffs, you have to make sure you're taking away different shots and commit to it. So for Kari Spears, you have to commit to taking away whether it's line or cross and stay consistent so your back row can build off of that. You have to absolutely work as a team when it comes to defense from the front and back row.
This is a Bears team that served up 11 aces in their Big 12 opener. That was a key to that victory tonight, still looking for their first. As we get ready to begin set number 3, and Harley Crack, sophomore out of Emory, Texas, serving to begin. Kari Spears back at it. Longhorns one set away from going 51-0 all-time in Austin against Bears. Here's Halter. Good day. Pulled by Harvey. Up by Madison. Back to the senior. There's Tor Stafford, no. Swindle will try the other side with Spears. From the back row, getting the point is Billy Warren.
Baylor showing we can win these long rallies, both sides having great digs, but Baylor staying committed. They are making sure they're making the right reads defensively. Then let's target Tori Stafford's hands. Warren's all coming down a little bit on the approach.
Warren and her teammates playing short-handed tonight as that one smashed into the upper deck. Taylor Harvey.
Well, the crowd like can get involved in that. You don't see that too often while going up to the upper deck. That's how hard these players hit.
This 95-year-old gym where Texas has been terrific, especially over the last decade. Over 34 and 12 in this game, but it's a 2-point Texas lead. Longhorn hitting nearly 400 on the night. Next match for Texas, SEC Open Wednesday night. In this building against Vanderbilt. Warren driving Ramsey Gary. Sent over by Halter, and that catches her back. Baylor back to the wall.
That was a great dig by Ramsey. Of course, Emma Halter feels bad in that one right over Baylor Bears. Just saying thank you for that, trying to want to run.
Ramsey provided some huge sparks in those wins over Stanford and Louisville. High effort player. Off the block. Spears. Kill number 14.
Seeing Kari get reps on the outside where she's usually playing that in her career. Davis did a good job at pressing on the block, but Kari made that ball spin off the hands. Make sure you are pressing to the middle of the court to avoid that.
Stafford. No. Spears' career high is 18 against Arizona State this season. Again up to 52.
Career high as a freshman when you haven't even started conference play. Those are like numbers you say as a junior. Career high 18 kills against ASU.
All against ranked, very high ranked competition. Harvey, Fatu kept it going. Warren unable to send it over. Well, Texas not picked to win the SEC. I don't know if some of those posters would like to have the ability to change that, but Kentucky off to a nice start this year as well. They're picked #1 in the SEC. Texas #2.
That's going to be a big one when Kentucky comes here. Can't for that match.
That's the Coach serve. And another one for Spears.
You can't give Kari Spears a point on a platter. Of course, Baylor knows they took the air. But if you're going to have a chance to change this at all, keep the little things on your side.
Freshman. They're calm and poised. You see him get 2 up or down. Junjic, Swindle. 3 balls to Baylor. Harley Crack. Rockmonchik with the point for the Bears.
Rockmonchik has been a really fun player to watch. She only has 4 kills on the night. She has that X-factor energy. Not the loudest on court, but you can tell she's everything done with a purpose.
And some shots too. Pops right back up. Bailey Warren at the service line. Kari Spears. That stepped in front of Madison.
Great coverage.
Now Bunt was there. Swindle. And sent home by Harley Crack.
Harley Crack is loving that one. I like how aggressive she was. She easily could have taken that ball and made a 3-pass play on her side. Nope, I'm going for that corner. I see Tori Stafford chasing the ball on the opposite side, leaving that right back spot wide open.
We just saw her uncle on Wednesday night, Jason Williams, head coach of TCU. Whenever those two teams square off, it's like a family reunion in the stands. They will meet up in a little over a week in Waco. That one off Warren. Longhorns back up to 2.
Not too much snap in the wrist for Nia Bunton, almost looking like a float serve, how the ball went really deep. I really like what she did with that low set.
Bunton's 3 for 3. Spears with the serve. Crack. There is Warren answering. We're trying to go on some kind of a run here in the 3rd.
In the score, it's time to do it. Don't let Texas get too far ahead of you when they hit that 10, 15, or 20-point mark.
Victoria Davis, mom Annette, former Olympic beach volleyball player. Crack couldn't get it over net. Texas, these two teams trading points here in the 3rd. trying to find something to build off here. Again, that first set was pretty competitive, especially first half. Second was a bit of a different story. And a 2-point set here in the third. Gary serving. Monchik. And Baylor back within one.
That was a great pass, and the fact that Sutter was able to keep it off the net. Rock Monchik again trying to test that line shot that was working really well in that first set for the Bears.
5 kills now and 16 swings for the freshman from Belarus. And we will have a challenge.
Texas is challenging. There was no
first. The point goes to Texas. Longhorns still have both of their challenges. Baylor down to 1. Again, if we were to go to the set, each team would get an additional challenge. And now Texas up by 3 after these teams trading points for a while here in the third set. But now the Longhorns, the 9-6 seed, Ramsey Gary serving.
That's a server that you want to take the ball and go on a run. Ramsey Gary is really good at extending those points behind the service line. It hurts to see for a team to see any player miss their serve, but even one of the better ones.
Service error number 6 for Texas. They do have 6 aces out of it. Comes Torrey Safford. That one popped off Rock Monchik. Longhorns back up by 3.
We talk about the Texas freshman, but Rock Monchik is a freshman hitter for Ryan McGuire. She is getting touches in the back row, digs, going down the line, testing things out. I really like the load she's carrying for the Bears this match.
Halter. One from the back row. The dump by Swiddle. That's the 3rd time Madison has been ready. And Bimbe answers with the point.
Everyone needs to just hug Madison on that one. Great read by this libero. She's not even camping out. She is just reading Ellergan.
Madison early this year in Big 12 Rookie of the Week honored, and this time Swindle finally gets it done on the 4th try.
Swindle creating her own battle at the net. Using 2 hands, not trying to be tricky, burning her entire body to shove that ball on Baylor's side.
6'3" setter. Serving by 3. Ace number 7 for Texas. And for Swindle, that's her 2nd. And doesn't even have any weaknesses right now.
Had 1 error, goes and gets the battle at the net, the point, then an ace, doing it all.
It's a season high 7 aces for the Longhorns. Tries it again. 2 Bears collide. Texas ends up with the point.
Baylor's playing great right now, blocking Torrey Stafford. The issue is when you give Texas so many chances, they will put the ball down. You got to get creative, find the holes in the Longhorns' court.
3rd ace for Swindle. We've seen Texas go on a run in every set. Now it's a 4-0 run. Longhorns with a season high 8 aces. And Ryan McGuire will call a timeout. Texas trying to pull away here in the 3rd, up 14-8.
SEC Volleyball is
ends the 5-0 run.
Great offense by the Bears. Look at this up by Emma Halter. Not even expecting that to get up, but just putting her body on line, making sure she gets that touch up.
Madison serving for the Bears. Kind of Groundhog Day from what we saw with TCU, unable to get their serves in. Baylor very strong serving team, so yet to record an ace tonight. Service error number 5. for him. Halter pancake. The ball goes to Baylor.
Baylor needs to take advantage of moments like this because you made a good beat. Baylor is a great team. Number 21, we saw TCU, a top 10 team for the first time in the program history, come in here. But for some reason, these teams are playing down when it comes to the little things, whether it's the second touch or an overpass. They're having great digs and great blocks, but the things you can control are just not happening.
Tehani Ufatu. An ace this year. Kari Spears off the block. Madison. David had a big smile on her face. Thought she was going to end up the point. Tries for it again. This time it goes in Texas's favor. Horns by 7.
Patience at the net. Texas is going to make sure they're going to press on you and keep going with the play. Kari Spears using her feet. I like they probably don't think it's going to go over, but it keeps going over because they're so athletic and they stay in the play.
Baylor with 5 blocks. Texas just behind. Here's Anya Kujundjic, junior out of Serbia. Sliding over is Davis. Spears. And ties her season and career high with 18.
Spears hitting 654. It's already impressive to have 18 kills. I think it's even more impressive to have just 1 error at all of that.
The 2 freshmen, Sears and Harvey. Harvey hitting 700. They said Spears hitting above 650. Flying in Corey Stafford.
Stafford about to make Gregory erupt with a back row attack. The net is wide open and she is landing like she is a front row player. Love that set from Swindle. Keeping it low, shoving that pick up with speed.
Long
with power. She's gonna tip it when she has to, but that's very rare because these all-out swings are working. Baylor, as you can see, is really struggling having 4 strong hands against her. That's something coaches have to do. You usually focus more on the left side because right-handers face their whole body of the court. You don't have much focus on the right side. You're gonna have to double team or triple block this player.
It's hard to believe that Texas may get a bit of a breather when they begin SEC play, considering this murderer's row of opponents they have been facing. They're on the verge of beating 7 ranked teams. As Kari Spears 7 straight matches with 10+ kills. And one of the best starts we've seen on the 40 acres in a long, long time. Stafford picks that one off. And Vanderwall 20-10.
6 kill for Abby Vanderwall. I really like that she uses the hands as her friend, and a lot of her, she's not trying to be fancy, she's trying to be smart.
6 kills for the freshman. Monchik. Stafford again from the back row, and the dig by Madison. It goes out of play, but we have to say Morgan Madison has had a heck of a night defensively.
You have to love this effort from Madison. Look how hard Stafford swings, but look at that placement. She's making sure she reads Stafford's hands, pops the ball up, just didn't work out in her favor.
Stafford up to 9 kills, second most on the team. And the dump by Harley Crack.
Second kill, Brett calling her own number. You gotta love when those setups get aggressive, especially against huge teams like Texas.
Brett had a big match in the 12 opener for Baylor. 5 aces in that one against UCF. It'll be MJ McCurdy, sophomore transfer from Texas State, serving. Abby Vanderwall. McCurdy was there on the back end. Rahmanchik, nope. McCurdy saves it, and Texas finally gets the point.
Texas does not care how hard Baylor will fight. The effort is completely there for the Bears and all their touches, but Texas is going to keep punishing with the net.
They're just relentless.
With a smile. makes it even more mean on the wrist.
Looking for their 7th ranked win already. They're 6 wins against ranked opponents. The most in the nation in D1. Devin Kahahawai in there. Never makes it 22-12.
Kahahawai and Benny not able to get that good footing. A little out of system right there, and Baylor did a good job of just reading what was going on against the net.
Kahahawai, former Hawaii Gatorade Player of the Year in high school. Now senior on the 48ers. And Kenna Miller will make her first appearance of night. The redshirt junior gets a round of applause from the fans here at Gregory Gym. The Texas native to serve. Mochik is spinning around. Here is Stafford. Back to Rock Monchik. That touched hands. Texas was celebrating, but the point goes to Blair. Miller's teammates love her getting a chance to see some game action. Arm crack serving for Baylor. Reaching for that one. Stafford off the block. Match point coming up in Texas. Alter server. Out of play, and Texas sweeps number 21 Baylor to improve to 8-0 on the year.
Texas finishing the night hitting .538. So many kills, but more impressively, very little errors. Texas was reading the splits, putting the ball in the corners, and Baylor had great ups. When you're facing these pin hitters with the leader Alex Wendell, you got to make sure you extend that rally as long as you can.
Longhorns just continue to look awfully impressive, among the best teams in the nation. Take a quick time out here in Austin. Recap matchup as Texas takes